Hey guys, in today's video, we are starting a brand new series. I've been wanting to make League of Legends content for a very long time. So without further ado, let's figure out Pyke. League of Legends is an ever-changing game with an ever-changing meta. The patches we get every 2 weeks really help keep the game alive, and the new items this season really add to the experience. The fact that League gets new content frequently is what keeps a lot of players in the game. Most characters in League are generally viewed as positive. A few here and there have a bad reputation, but overall the roster of characters bring great fun and diversity. However, there are a subset of champions that are widely known around the League community. The champions who everyone seems to hate. The funny thing is, most of these hated champions aren't even that good. Teemo, Udyr, and Vayne all are very hated champions and yet have win rates below 50%. For most of these hated characters, they are hated for being annoying or feeling like they have no counterplay. A fed Vayne true damages you for half of your health bar, and an Udyr can press one button and CC you for eternity. And Teemo, well, I don't think I have to explain that one. But we aren't focusing on that today. Today, I want to take a look at my main and another one of these hated characters, Pyke. Just like the rest of these characters, his win rate is below 50%, and he is ranked 26th out of all supports. And yet, he is banned 4.9% in Platinum Plus, and 11.1% across all ranks. So to understand why this is and why people hate Pyke so much, he needs to look at his character. Pyke's passive is whenever he takes damage, he stores some of it as gray health. If Pyke gets out of vision of the enemy team, either by going camouflage or just simply walking into fog of war, he rapidly regenerates this gray health. Additionally, Pyke cannot get bonus maximum health, but instead, a portion of those bonus stats gets converted into attack damage. Also, I didn't know this until now, but apparently he also gets one move speed in the river. Honestly, I did not know that until I made this video. This passive allows Pyke to survive situations most other characters could never dream of. Once you learn how his passive works, you can also use it to figure out if there are wards somewhere. If you're in a bush and not regenerating health, it's warded. Oh, and did I mention that he stores more bonus health if at least 2 enemies are nearby? Here's a little secret. That's almost all the time if you play him support. His Q is by far the worst hook in League of Legends. When you press the button, Pyke starts a channel. The longer you hold the button, the longer he channels for. Channeling increases the range of Pyke's hook. When you let go of the button, Pyke throws his harpoon, hooking enemies and sending them a fake distance back to you. Oh, you heard me right. You spend a decent amount of time charging it up, making this ability extremely telegraphed. And even if you hit them, it might not even bring them to you. You know what they gave him to compensate for the worst hook in the game? If you tap the button without channeling, Pyke stabs his harpoon forwards, dealing the same amount of damage as the hook does. That's it. Sure, the hook slows and can lead into follow-ups, but like, come on. When you have things like Blitzcrank and Thresh in the game, whose hooks are far better and lead into more CC chains? Come on, Riot. Pyke's W is to go camouflage and gain decaying bonus move speed, scaling with the lethality for 5 seconds. So you might be thinking, hey wait, this ability is cool. I can use it to sneak up on people, and no you can't! Because it gives a very loud sound cue when you are in a pretty generous distance from them. And if that wasn't enough, there's a visual warning also. Not to mention that if you get within the circle that appears under him, he is not camouflaged. Now don't get me wrong, this ability is definitely very useful. Since you are camouflaged while in this, you can use it to bypass vision for wards, and more importantly, this ability is one of the most reliable ways to pull off healing from your passive. A lot of times you can use this in the middle of a fight and heal, while also running away or chasing someone down. And don't be afraid to throw this out while you're returning to lane either. The bonus move speed helps a lot, and usually it's up and ready to go again by the time you make it to your lane. But why is Pyke's camouflage the only one in the game with a sound and visual cue? To look cool, I guess? Pyke's E is to dash forward and leave a phantom behind him. After 1 second, the phantom returns to Pyke, stunning and damaging anyone hit by it. The stun duration scales off lethality, and the damage scales with his AD. Now this is Pyke's only true mobility spell. It's a dash, which makes it kinda weird that he has to use his only dash in his kit to get his CC off. But don't let my mean words fool you though. His E is a very important spell in this kit. It not only gives him a way to get over walls, it also provides chain CC if you can land your hook. His E is used one of three ways. You are either using it to chase someone and stun them, leading into more damage, running away with it, dashing away and stunning anyone trying to follow too close, or as a general mobility spell to get over walls. However you use it, it's beneficial to Pyke. And at a low mana cost, feel free to also use this while getting back to lane. I've seen pro Pikes like Davamon use this spell, and let me tell you, the results were truly stunning. Get it? Because the ability stuns them? So it's stunning? I mean, I thought it was pretty. Now, before we get to this next part, a little disclaimer. I'm a Pyke main, so I may be a little biased on this next part. But Pyke's R is one of the most satisfying abilities in the game, but it's also why people hate it. Pyke leaps up, creating an X on the ground. When he strikes, anyone in the X below a certain health threshold is instantly executed. That's it. Dead. Enemies above the threshold instead take damage. Additionally, if he kills an enemy using this, he can recast it for free for 20 seconds. So this is an AoE execute that resets. What? Oh, I'm sorry, I have to take this. It's my manager. Hello? What? Oh, and I forgot to mention, Pyke also blinks to the X if any champions get hit by it, regardless if they are killed or not, making this another mobility spell if you use it right. And since a lot of Pykes, like myself, run Dustblade, you will be popping in and out of sight every time you use your ultimate, healing because of your passive and using your W to get away scot-free. This ability right here is why people hate it. The fact that once Pyke hits level 6 in lane, he can just execute you and you're dead. And when you get good with Pyke, well, just see for yourself. Since Pyke also usually runs Hail of Blades as his main rune, let me explain to you his combo. Land the hook and then immediately E forward, assuming you won't die for it, of course. While they're stunned from your E, get your 3 autos from Hail of Blades off. By then, if they're squishy, they should be in range of your ult and it's a free kill. If they're more tanky of a target, don't panic. Just keep auto attacking them, and if they try to run, wait for your Q cooldown to come back up, Q them back into you, and then ult. You know, it's fitting that this ability is called Death from Below, because when you get hit by this, you feel like you're in you feel like you're in hell. Oh, that's such a bad joke.